Hey everyone, so I have been asked a number of times of what sewing books I like to reference and learn from and things like that. I have a number of books, but I've dialed it down to 3 categories, alright? And all of these categories have made the cut because yes, they have good information, but also they are still in print, which is valuable to you because it's not valuable to have a book from, Sarah Howard Stone, as wonderful as it is, because it's not in print to my knowledge and they're hard to come by. So, for starters, with heirloom sewing, we've got this fine machine sewing that this is by Carol, it doesn't matter how I'm going to mispronounce her name. It's a fabulous book, and it goes into like how to take French sewing onto the machine. And I have not read it cover to cover, but I have gone through enough of it to like fully recommend this to you as a wonderful, wonderful guide. It has a ton of things in here, tons of photos for demonstration as well as photos for inspiration, and then she just has lots of step-by-step, like, the actual words, the actual description on what to do, and it's fabulous. I mean, the only way you could get better is if this was in video format, because you can learn a lot more, I think, in video format than in book format. But nonetheless, it's a fabulous reference to have by your machine if you're just confused on how to do something, or if you want to sit down with a cup of tea and read through it and like get some more ideas for other projects of embellishments and techniques. And it's a great book. So that is for starters. Kind of going along the same line, but in a different, switching gears from heirloom sewing onto like couture sewing. This line is by Claire Sheffer. Y'all, I can pronounce a word in so many different ways. It's a talent that I have, and I don't mean any disrespect by it. But anyway, it is a whole line that she has. So she has the just sewing techniques, couture sewing techniques. That's the revised book, The Orange Dress. This is the original, and the what's that print called? Herringbone. I think that's herringbone. And then she's got the couture jacket, which we all know is the Chanel jacket that she's referencing, but she's, not wanting to copyright infringement. So then she's also got the couture skirt, again, the Chanel skirt, but copyright infringement. So I don't know her whole story, but it's something along the lines of that she's like a couture collector, so she's got a number of these garments to be able to put her hands on. But then she's also like in the world, like I think she worked for Vogue at one point, and she's like in the high fashion world. So she knows enough to write a series of books. I don't believe these are all her books. I think there's actually more, but I've got 4 of them here in front of me. They go deeper and deeper and deeper. Like, I don't want to use the word intense because I don't want to but they might be a little intense for some people. If you're a beginner seamstress, these may not be for you. And they are definitely not for you if you are only interested in heirloom sewing, French sewing, because they don't talk anything about that. It's just couture side of things and, better ways to construct stuff. And right now, this is what I'm focused on, learning. So then, last but not least, are the A to Z series. They are a fabulous series, and they do have... So generally they focus on one topic, although they do have, the A to Z of sewing as well as A to Z of heirloom sewing. So they do have some generic books. Personally, the generic books are good. I think the fine machine sewing, this one is better for just an overall, all-encompassing French sewing on the machine. I think this one takes the cake. But they generally focus on something. So this is like white works, this is bullions, here's stump works. You kind of get the drift, right? They focus generally on a topic, and they do a fairly good overview of the topic. They have photos that go along with the directions, as well as, words for the directions. And then they also tend to have some designs, particularly the bullion. The bullion has designs in the back, so you can take your paper or your fabric on top of this and trace the designs. So that being said, I mentioned in the beginning of this video that all these are sewn print, which is true, although something's going on with this bullion book, because I saw on Amazon the other day when I was linking it to my website, and it was like $130 or something. It is not, in my opinion, not worth $130. If you can get it for 20 bucks, go for it. But 100 and something, that's not worth it in my mind. So I do have them linked on my website if they are linked on my website and they are an astronomical price like that, I'm not recommending them. I'm simply having them linked on there in case the price comes down. Maybe they do another printing round. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I hope this is helpful. Like I said, all these books are linked on my website. They are linked through Amazon. That does not cost you any more to buy them through that link on my website. But it does, yeah, I do get a small kickback that helps me with all of this. So I appreciate that if you decide to go there and use those links. And I've got other goodies on there, other tools and doodads of things that I really enjoy. So I hope this is helpful. Yeah. And if you're somebody that is looking for stuff in the couture land, I had slightly dipped my toe in it with this coat here. And I've got other fun embroidery videos here. So I hope this was helpful. If y'all have any questions, put them down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. And as always, I appreciate y'all for watching and I hope to see y'all next time. That's right. You say,